What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com. And in the last Dynasty video, we took on Texas Tech, and we got the win, 35-14. As you can tell by the box score, the second quarter was great. First half was pretty good for both teams, but the second half was just much of a nothing burger. But we got the win. We're 6-0. We're fourth in the country. We're slowly moving up the list. And today we're going to take on Kansas State. They're arguably the worst team in the conference. They're 2-4. We got more talent than they do. Looks like they run the ball pretty well. Maybe they got like a good running back or something. But either way, as long as we can take care of business, keep it clean, I think we'll be okay. Now, before we take on Kansas State, let's go look at recruiting. So recruiting is going really well. We got 4 commitments, a free safety, a corner, another free safety, and an outside linebacker. We got one more corner left, and we're going after James Stewart, in-state kid. We're in great shape here. He is ready to take a visit. We're going to have him come to the Kansas game. That's the next one coming up. Might as well. We got a positive pitch, so we are good there. So let's head into the game. Should be interesting. We just got to keep it clean, turnover-wise and whatnot. We should have no issues. We got a few games left. Let's go check out some uniforms. So this is their default. I think those are some really good-looking uniforms. We're going to stick with those. And over here, I think I may rock the red pants today. I think we're going to go with those. So we should have Bridges back. He's been out the last couple of games. We don't have any injuries. Looks like they have a tight end out. They've won a couple of conference games, so I guess they're not the worst team in our conference. But we've had no issues with them over the last few seasons. I can hardly believe this is season 4 of our Dynasty with Iowa State. Manhattan, Kansas. I love this stadium. Really cool. It's a lot bigger than it looks. Or it looks a lot bigger than it really is. It's steeper, I guess. I ran a Dynasty with Kansas State years ago before I started the channel. I had a lot of fun with it. Best player I ever had was in that Dynasty. Fond memories of this place for sure for me. So it's us and Colorado battling for that top spot. We just got to keep winning. Here come the Wildcats, 2-4. And here come the Iowa State Cyclones, 4th in the country. They're going to highlight Jonathan Doty, well-deserved. He's had a great season, over 600 yards rushing. He's got quite a few receiving yards as well. He's doing everything for us at the moment. Wouldn't shock me if he got an impact status next year. They're picking us to win. Let's go to the coin toss. They want it, and they will. Get the ball first. Fine by me. No harsh wind. Again, just perfect weather for tonight. Let's go check out their roster. See what we're dealing with. Starting off, quarterbacks, pocket passers. More or less, everybody's kind of slow. I'm not too worried about them. So this is the guys probably doing everything for them. That was their lone good stat that we saw earlier. Their rushing is pretty good, and this is probably the reason why. So we'll try to slow him down as best we can. Fullback, not bad, 80 overall, 80 speed. He may be able to do something today. Impact wide receiver. So it makes me wonder if they're going to throw a little bit more because of this guy. But I have a feeling everything's going to go through this kid right here. But that's a good combination to have, a good impact receiver and a good impact halfback. But 82, 78, 74, they got some really big dudes at that position. Their top tight end is out, and there's not much behind him, so I don't expect much from this group. You look at the offensive line, 80, 84, 80, 76, and 84. One of the worst lines we'll face all season. Hopefully our front four could do some damage on them today. They run a 4-3 defense, 87 overall, impact guy on one end and a 70 on the other. You look at defensive tackle, just one okay guy, 82 overall, nothing much behind him. We may be able to run some more dive if I can remember to do so. Outside linebacker, 62, middle, 74 true freshman though, and true freshman, 74 overall, right outside linebacker. They got some young pups out there. Cornerback, 78, 70. It just not a lot to get excited about there. Same but free safety, 78 overall, 84 speed. Average strong safety, all three of those guys. Kicker, awful. Punter, average. So everything is pretty much going to go through that halfback and receiver. And the two guys back there are probably it. Or those two. I'm going to kick it straight. We're off and running. 35 is the halfback. I'm going to get a tackle there. Let's see if we can get a stop or two. I'm going to plug up a gap. We're going to have our linebacker blitz today, or on this play. I'm going to flip that. Do something like this. Bring them down. Run, just good stop. Nowhere to go. We need to see a lot of that today. 2nd and 9. I'm going to blitz the nickel. Nothing changes with the defense. Still going to run the same handful of plays. Do not run to the left. Go over here. Trying to get a good tackle. Good job by Alford. I had to take him over just to make sure I got the tackle. 3rd and 8. I'm going to go cloud. Hopefully our front four can do whatever they need to without my help. I'm going to control the deep middle. They're just going to straight up run the ball. Was not expecting that. 1st down. Okay. It was 3rd and long. Nope, we're going to run the ball. And that was by far their best run of the day. Let's do another cover 1. So they run like a West Coast offense. I think that's what they may, or balanced or pro style. They'll probably go right back to that dude right there. Yep, good stop by Burton. We need plenty of that today. Keep tackling. Thankfully, this guy's not breaking a ton of tackles so far. I'm sure he will eventually. I'm going to go cover 1 out of 5-2. I'm going to bring these guys down. Going to the right side. Good stop. Morrow came through on that one, so it's another 3rd and long. 3rd and 11. Surely they will throw the ball. Maybe they'll just go right back to the halfback. Who knows? He's going to get his touches today, that's for sure. Going empty. I got the deep middle. We need somebody in the front four to get to that quarterback quick. And it didn't make a difference. 1st down. Nobody could get to the quarterback, so he had time to throw. I had to make the tackle. So I may have to help him out again like we've done the last couple of games. When my front four just can't get to him by themselves. I'm going to try this. We're going to do an under front this time. I'm going to get about 5 yards there. 2nd and 6. I'm going to blitz my nickel again. I may control him myself. Let's take a chance here. I'm going to do an under front. Do not run to the left. Play action. Nope, right up the gut. I was wrong. 1st down and then some. That's how you negate a blitz. Just run away from it. We'll go back to a cover 1 from 5-2. Since they're going to a bigger formation. I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm going to spread out. Nope, fullback dive. Face mask. Good job. Good job, Alford. So we're off to a great start. Defense can't stop anything at the moment. And that's a 15-yarder. So now they're on the 13. I guess Bill Snyder was still there back in 05. I know like in the late 2000s, he retired briefly and came back, and I don't know the exact timeline. Go to the tight end. I'm going to get about 5 yards there. I'm going to try that nickel blitz again. I think they are destined to score a touchdown. It's just kind of feeling that way. Come over here. Maybe I can get a sack. Nope. They're just going to run right up the gut and get a 1st down. So every time I do a blitz by myself, they run it. Oh, well. Let's just go ahead and do a cover 0. We'll bring everybody down. That would have been nice if that was intercepted, but it's a stop nonetheless. So it's 2nd and goal. I'm going to stick with the same thing. We'll just go cover 0. It's just they got a wide receiver out there. And there he is. He's on the other side. Watch out for the end around. I'm going to get off the edge right here. Don't not run to the right. They're going to run to the left. Hey, good job, Al. I was able to make a tackle, so it's 3rd and goal. We'll just call the same thing. Bring everybody down. Ooh, all right, good stops. I think they ran like a little mesh play of some sort, so we're going to force the field. Oh, they're going for it. Well, I actually don't blame them. It makes sense. Well, let's just go back to cover 0 from 5-2. The wide receiver's out there. Watch for the end around. That's why I got the edge on the back side here. Hopefully I can get around this thing. Toss. Too easy. All that for nothing. All right, so they're off to a good start. Our defense, which played great against Texas Tech, looked terrible on that drive. Just could not stop a thing. And they took up almost the entire quarter to do it. So let's get on offense and see if we can tie it. Over 3 minutes on that one. Way too many plays. Again, that's just on the defense not doing their part. So let's see if we can tie it back up. Right down the middle. I'm going to let that one go. Ain't going to get much out of it. I want to try. Let's go swing first. Impact defensive end. We'll try to stay away from him as best we can, but we're going to go to the right on this one. They're not blitzing. See if we can get some yards there with Doty. Not a bad play. Let's go. Let's go stick. So Miller didn't get the ball a whole lot in the last game. I hope he gets plenty of touches today. Of course, I won't try to force it. Go to Ford. First down. Looked like a face mask. That was close. Good play there. Let's go. I'm going to go double tight end outs. And they're going dime. Don't know why they would go dime on this. I'm going to have Crawford block. Maybe that'll help my tight end a little bit. Bad throw, I guess. I'm not sure what happened there. Just slightly overshot it. Let's try an option play with our freshman quarterback. I'm going to run to the right. Stay away from that defensive end. Get around there. Get a block right there. Great play, everybody. Keep the drive alive. Awesome play. I'm actually going to let him throw on this one. I haven't called this play often this season. I'm going to go fullback seam. It's on my mind. And this is my Caesar package, so he's going to get to throw it. I'm going to bring Crawford down. We'll just go to Miller. Great throw. Even better defense, though. Just a great play by that corner. 2nd and 10. I'm going to go halfback flare. This will probably end up going to my freshman halfback, more than likely. Let's see. Nope. We'll go right here. Get up the field. First down to Ford. Now that makes it 1st and 10. Let's go to linebacker attack. Maybe we can hit that corner out a little bit better on this one. Depending on what those safeties do. Looks like the strong safety is on him in the corner. Oh. That was a decent throw. It was still kind of double team, so, you know, something was going to happen there. 2nd and 10. I'm going to do just a basic handoff with Doty. He hasn't got to touch the ball yet except, what, once? Don't shift to the left. That's okay. I'm going to do something like this. We just need a block off the edge. There we go. That's what we needed right there. We'll get 6 points with number 4. Okay. We're going to tie. We got to get the extra point first. But my big tight end on the left side blocked enough to get the 6 points. I'm not going to get a thumbnail there. Doty got it in the last game. Somebody else will get it today. I just don't need to forget to get one. Extra point, not a very good one. I missed it. Ooh, I barely got it in. I hit the button way too early. So let's get on defense and do some positive things. I don't know, maybe force a punt or get a turnover. You know, we had plenty of turnovers in the last game. How about we do that on this drive? I hit the button early again. Going to go to their halfback over here. That's a good stop by Burton. They're doing a lot of 3 wide stuff today. I don't know if you've noticed that. So we'll go with nickel. Let's do something like this. Don't run to the left. I'm taking a chance on that. We'll swing, intercept that. Ooh. Super close. I thought I was going to pick it off. Good play by Cox. 2nd and 10. Let's blitz our nickel. Just keep trying to stop this run game. It said they was going 3 wide. That's why I went nickel. That's okay. We'll just do something like this instead. Toss play. Good job. I think they went. That's the halfback pass play. Bridges got to him very quickly. Good job, 36. Welcome back. We missed you. This could be a decent thumbnail, possibly, if I can get maybe something like. Let's go something like that. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I don't know if that'll be the thumbnail or not, but I had it on my mind to do so. So it's 3rd and 16. So we've called Cloud, what, 2 or 3 times in that first drive, and it got beat every single time. I'm gonna control a defensive end. Maybe I can get to him a little quicker myself. We need some pressure on this quarterback. Just enough. I put enough pressure on him to force a bad throw. So we're going to force the punt. So this is what I really love about this stadium. I love that backdrop in that end zone. I think that's just, I assume that's their basketball arena. Either way, I think that just looks really cool the way that's set up like that. Good shanked punt, but actually it's a really good punt for them. We're going to have to fair catch it. I thought I had a chance to get a return there. Let's do a triple option play. They're going 5-2. They pinched in. I'm going to keep it with the quarterback. Good play by that linebacker. He played it perfectly. End of the first quarter, 7-all. Let's go tight end dig. I am probably going to throw to Doty regardless. I know what they may go cover 0 or something. Nope, they're going cover 1. But Doty seems like a safer bet. And I want the first down. And we're going to get a face mask call. Thank you. Maybe it's a 15-yarder. Nope, 5. 1st and 10. I'm going to stay here. We're going to go halfback streak. We're going to put Doty on a wheel. Cover 1. Watch out. Sack. I just didn't have time to throw it all. He came right on through that B gap. Right there. There's just all she wrote. So that's what? 2nd and 20. Ugh. What's a good idea from here? Let's do something deep. May not happen on this one. Unless I want to hit that backside post. They're going cover 3 or something there. Watch out. Knocked his head off. So now it's 3rd and forever. I don't think we can get the first down with this play alone. 3rd and forever. I think I may just run the ball. I think that's so deep. I just don't know if we can get it with a pass. So let's run the ball. Maybe we can spook them a little bit with a run play. I guess I'm going to go to the right. I got to stay away from that impact guy. That ain't good. That ain't good. That could have been much worse. Just good defense. Across the board. 4th and 11 on the 45. I guess we got to punt it. Just a complete failure of a drive on that one. I'm going to high kick this thing. Don't run into him. So let's get back on defense. I feel bad for the defense. They stopped them good on that last drive, but we couldn't help them out any. So let's try something like this. See what they do here. I'm going to pass it. Go to their impact receiver. First time he's got to touch the ball today, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. 2nd and 2. I'm going to flip this. Play, nope, right up the gut. Every time I decide to blitz myself, they run the ball, like without failure. So I'm just not calling it correctly, I guess. We're just getting unlucky on it. Here's the end around play. Ah, he broke it. Make a tackle. There you go. So I knew that quarterback pass play was coming. Pre-snap read indicated it, or the camera did. I'm going to go cover 2.
Second down, and they got 15 for the first down.
So that's 2 halfback pass plays they called already. Both have failed.
They come out in a nickel. Snap is high. Steps up. He's looking.
Intercept that.
And they push him out.
Makes it, what, 3rd and respectable? 3rd and 5. So, but they're going empty, apparently. They're going 5 wide. I'll go cloud again.
It's 3rd down and 5 to go. This is the 5th play.
I'm going to try to get around this tackle if possible. Sack. I got to. If the guys can't do it themselves, I got to help them out. Otherwise, that quarterback is going to pick us apart. So we're going to force the punt. I'm going to do a double cross. So our offense, they're what, 1 for 2 today on drives? We need to get a touchdown on this next one. Somebody get a block on the left. Get up the field. Go Ford. He may get there. Nope, he's going to get caught. Go Ford, go! Oh, great play, Ford. Love it. 1st and 10. That could be a good thumbnail. Of course, it didn't end up in a touchdown. Hopefully this drive will. But something like this will be pretty good. Maybe when he's getting tackled or something. Maybe like, that will be pretty good. Let me go ahead and just get that one while we're here. We're on the left hash. What are we going to call? Let's call something simple. Let's go tunnel screen. So this play, I may have to give up on this play. I don't know what the deal is. It's worked for me so well in the past, but in this Dynasty, it's been like that. And I just don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to go check the play in the editor or something. It just gets stopped all the time. So 2nd and 11. I'm going to let Caesar pass. We're going to give him something simple to throw. Well, at least I thought we did. They're going zone. I'm going to bring Doty over. Good throw, but he got stopped on the route. I swear. So now it's 3rd and something. 3rd and 9. This is 2-down territory for me. I'm not worried about getting the 1st down just yet. So let's go. Let's call something very similar. Let's go to halfback flare. I probably need to run the ball more. We'll worry about that later. We're going to go to McPherson on this one. Just get a 1st down with 6. Now let's run the ball. Let's go dive with Crawford. Since their defensive tackles aren't the best in the world. Let's see if we can get a push up the middle. And they're going dime too. That should make things easier. And they're spreading out. You think we can find a crease up the middle. Let's see if we can do that. Not bad. Pick up about 5. Now it's on the 5. I need to be careful here. We're going to go. I'm actually going to stay here. We're going to go halfback swing. I figured they'd go goal line, but we're going to go over to Miller. Let's see if we can get just a simple throw. He got bogged down. I swear. We're going to have to throw that one away. Go back and look. He got bogged down by the corner. And that's my only man beater. So now it's 3rd and 5. I'm going to run the ball. I don't know. Our passing game just isn't jiving at the moment. I don't know why. So let's do a power option play. We're going to go to the right side. There we go. Get 6 points with Caesar. Okay, good deal. He's had a couple of thumbnails this season. I may give it to somebody else, but at least he got in the end zone. And we got a lead, and the half's about over. Just a bad half for both teams. Just sloppy. No turnovers or anything. It's just nothing very productive. Like, it's been a real struggle for us to get points so far. For as good as our offense has been this year. So let's kick it back off. So what's the theme been for the last couple of games? Controlling the middle part of the game, and we've struggled with that mightily the last 2 games. Let's see if we can finish strong in this half. Good stop on the receiver. I'm going to go cover 2. I think they're going to be in passing mode the rest of the way. We're going to do something like this. Go play action. Let Morrow come through there. Nope, basic drop back. Sack. Somebody came through. That was Burton. Was somebody blocking and he just had nothing else to do but to go after him? Either way, that's a great killer tackle. I'm going to go ahead and get that thumbnail. Let me see if I can find something good here. Like, he just came right on through. Yeah, so the guy blocked. So he just came right on through. The guy he was supposed to cover. Something like that looks pretty cool. Let me go ahead and get that one. That could be a really good thumbnail. Nice. 2nd and 16.
It's second down and a long ways to go.
They call the timeout. They're going to try to do something here. And of course, you know what they're going to do. Here comes the quarterback play. I'm just going to back out. I'm just going to destroy it. Uh-oh, look at them. I shouldn't have said anything. That's hilarious. I got right up to the quarterback or to the halfback, and it didn't make a difference. Golly, I swear. But that's how you beat that play. Or how you beat a good defense with that particular play if they go cover 0 like that. Or cover 1. Oh, you got to be kidding. That ain't good. Wow, they're just going to go right down the field and score on us, aren't they? So what's the deal with our middle game? We just really struggle, and I don't know why. This almost makes it 3 games in a row where we just don't know what to do at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second. Intercept that. Going to get by 5 yards. This quarterback's playing good ball. They're going to call something weird here, aren't they? Yep, here's the quarterback play again. Again. And another catch. It's the same play that we can't stop for whatever reason. I'm going to call a timeout because they're going to keep calling that same thing. Let's go dime cover 1.
First and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive.
Do something. I'm going to spread out.
They'll bring in their dime pack.
Somebody get to the court. He's got all day to throw. Thankfully, that was a terrible throw. I don't know who that was going to. 2nd and 10. Let's go cover 2.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Thankfully, we get the ball started second half.
Kansas State lines up in a shotgun set.
Intercept that. Oh, Bridges. And a flag. Hopefully that's like holding or something. It is holding. 2nd and 20 or 3rd and 10. Let's do 2nd and 20. I'm okay with that. Gets them out of field goal range, and let's try. I'm going to do a nickel blitz. We're going to blitz from a nickel formation. It said they was going. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. All right, we'll go cover 1 here. Intercept that. A little slant route. Now it's 3rd and 11, so it's back to where we were, so it didn't make a difference. They're going to call something weird here, aren't they? Nope, just a basic run. Good job, Al. Get in front of it. There's not enough time to... I'm going to go ahead, call a timeout. Just so we got time to maybe get a kickoff return or something. We'll see. 9 seconds. I don't want them just to eat up the rest of that clock, because you just never know. We may get a big kickoff return for a touchdown or something. Would be nice if we can get a shank kick right here. Miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's 6 seconds. I'm going to... Let's just take a knee. Yeah, I don't want to get anybody hurt. We're too far back. So we survived that first half. It was, I mean, we're only up a touchdown, but that was rough. Thankfully, their kicker's terrible. He's like a 65 overall kicker. End of the first half, 14-7. They took up a ton of time. That's one way to slow down our offense. Let's go to the stats. 119 to their 148. They got more yards than we do. We're running the ball a little bit better. We're actually getting a little more balance, thankfully. 58 yards to their 123. Again, our passing game, I don't know what it is. It's just struggling. We're either dropping passes or it just ain't, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Third down, we're doing a good job, though. They are not. Both teams are keeping it clean on the turnover front. You go to our individual stats. Dean, 6 of 10, only 56 yards, no touchdowns, and interception. And honestly, I think Dean's making some good throws. So I don't really, I would really point it out if he was like really missing on things. But when he makes some catches, though. Running the ball, 4 guys have been able to carry it. Crawford's leading in attempts. Caesar is leading in yards. And our touchdowns is Caesar and Doty. Receiving, just a lot left to be desired. Doty is leading in receptions, but he only has 25 yards, no receiving touchdowns. Defensively, Colton Burton's got 6 tackles already. Smith is right behind him. Tackles for loss, Burton with a couple, Smith, Morrow, and Bridges with 1 apiece. And we got a couple sacks, Morrow and Burton. And yeah, I don't think we got any interceptions. We do not. All right. Second half. Let's play better football. Offensively. Defensively, thankfully, their offense isn't good enough to really beat us. It's our offense that's going to have to get some separation in order to put this thing to bed. So it starts right here. So we're on the left hash. I'm going to go, I'd love to go to my tight ends, one of the two, preferably Neil. He may get the ball here. I'm going to hot route Miller to a go, give him something a little easier. They're doing that instead. Watch out. Ooh, good catch. Want to get some yards there. About, what, 9? Second in inches. Good play. Let's stay here and do a basic off-tackle run with Doty. Don't shift hard to the left. I told you not to shift hard to the left. If we can still get a block on the edge, I think we could be okay. Just enough. There we go. Let Doty handle the rest. Get some yards on that one. What's the next thing? Well, there's one play I haven't called, I don't think, all season. Let's go halfback angle. This was a great play if I had an impact receiver on the right side, but we don't. But that's okay. And he's being double teamed, so that's no good. So I may have to go to Doty on this one, unless they go cover 0. And we can go to our tight end. Get it one. Oh, he overshot it. Dang it. What? I swear. I thought he had a chance. I think he bobbled it. The corner done a good job, or safety, whoever that is, got in front of it. I thought he had it right there. Look, I thought he had it. I mean, what do you do with this? Look at this. Neil has it, and then magically that guy's got it. Again, it just kind of sums up our passing game. I don't get it. It frustrates me because that's what I love to do. All right, let's go back and play more defense. Because our poor offense can't do anything well. I'm going to try this. There we go. Fumble. Somebody get it. Dang it. That's a stop nonetheless. 2nd and 10. Let's go cover 2. Yeah, we'll just bring our linebackers over on this one. Basic counter. Get a stop. Good job by Alford. Now it's 3rd and 6. I'm going to take a chance and that they will throw it. I hope they do. I'll control the deep middle. I think they may run the ball. We're going to do an over front just in case. Oh, I think we got short. He got short on it. 4th and 1. Great play by Cox. That's who you're supposed to... I mean, he was open. I took him over the last second and stopped him. Awesome play right there. Forced the punt. So, offense. What are we going to do? Maybe not turn the ball over. Get points of some sort. I'll take a field goal at this point, the way we've been playing. Somebody get a block on the left. Get over here. Go forward. Get over here. More to combat. All right, 1st down. Left hash again. Let's run the ball. I'm going to go speed option. Who's on who? I'm going to... We got the tight end on the right side. Should help with blocking. I'm going to go to the right. We'll go over here. Ooh, great little pitch. Last millisecond. 1st down to Crawford. Next up, we're going to go RB deep. We haven't called this one yet. I'm going to bring Doty over. Cover 0. Get it, Fort. Oh, no, he short-armed it again. Our poor passing game. But good job on the corner, or the safety. He just got in front of it. 2nd and 10. Trying to think. What's a good... let's try slant outs.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
I'm going to have Neal on a end just in case. We're going to do something like this. Nope, we'll go over here. Watch out. That's Williams' first touch of the day. So that makes it what? 3rd and 6. It's on the 42. I'm going to go swing. This is why I'm calling this, because I really want to go to Miller. And I'm going to leave Ford where he's at. But they're going cover 1. Garrett, thank you for catching it, number 9. See how easy it is when you catch the ball? Good things happen. He about bobbled it. That's the weird thing. How many times have we seen this today? Look, he almost kind of bobbled it. Look, but thankfully he finally caught it. Great little play. This could be a pretty good thumbnail right here. Something like that with Miller. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're in the end zone. We're up 2 touchdowns. Nice. We're slowly getting a decent lead. It's just taking us a while. Let's kick an extra point.
And he hits the PAT. And just over 2 minutes.
And now we'll get back on defense. And let's repeat the same thing those last 2 drives. Stop them, get the ball, go down the field, score.
Looks like they're ready for the kick.
I'm going to kick it dead straight. And I done a terrible job of that. Their halfback's going to touch it. Somebody get a stop. Good job. Nice. They're going with a 2-wide formation. That's what it says. Please do that. That's why I'm going 5-2. I'm going to flip that. We're going to do something like this. Toss. Somebody go get him. There you go. Good job, everybody. Great pursuit. I'm going to go cover 2 at a nickel. I'm going to do an under front this time. Maybe they'll go play action. Morrow can come through. Get a stop. He somehow caught that. I don't know how, but he did. That makes it 3rd and inches. We'll go cover 1 from 5-2. I'm just going to bring everybody down like this. I think they're going to run it. So let's get like 9 guys in the box. Play action. That was a mistake on my part. And he dropped it. How does it feel? We've had several drops ourselves today. Good idea to go over the top since I wasn't there. That receiver, nope, it was just a bad throw. Both quarterbacks are playing bad today. It is what it is. 4th and inches. So that's 2 straight stops by our defense, like when it come down to like a 4th and inch. Or a 4th and 1. So our defense is starting to play a whole lot better. Let's see if our offense can go 2 in a row. I'm going to fair catch that one. Right hash. What should we call? I'm going to try stick again. Last time we called it, it did not go well. I may get Williams off that sideline. We're going to do something like this. We're going cover 1. Watch out. Go Miller. 6 points. I don't know if he's going to catch him. Nope. He's too fast for you, number 10. He's too fast for you. So that's 2 straight touchdowns, that out route. That's the reason why I got Miller on the outside like that. For plays like that. If he can get just away from his corner, his defender, nobody else can really touch him. So he may get our thumbnail since he's got 2 touchdowns today. I'm going to go and try to get the thumbnail here. That could be a pretty good one like that. Let's go ahead and get that one. Nice. I'll pick one later. So now we're starting to play like we're supposed to against a team that's now finally playing like they're supposed to. No offense to them. So Kansas State was another option before I took over Iowa State. It was them, Baylor, and Iowa State. All three were terrible equally. And I just picked Iowa State because I figured recruiting would be a little bit tougher. I guess Kansas State would have been about the same, more or less. I want to do, the other reason I've done Iowa State, because I've never done one with Iowa State. And I mentioned earlier, I've done a Dynasty with Kansas State, which was an absolute blast. I had so much fun with it. All right, defense. Let's get back at it. Do your part. And let's put this thing to bed. Let's get a nice, strong stop here. QB draw. Uh-oh, he's got some room. Good little game by the quarterback. Nice. 2nd and 2. I'll go cover 1.
2nd and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 20.
From 5-2. Bring him down like that. Fullback dive, no play action. Sack, though. I think that was Morrow who came through. That took a little while to develop. Thankfully, somebody came through and got the sack. 3rd and 8. I'm going to try my cloud again. So I do know on my next Dynasty, I'm going to run a 3-down defense, a 3-man, like a cover, like a 3-4 or a 3-3-5. Good stop. We're going to force a punt. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I haven't done either one. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever done a Dynasty with a 3-3-5. I've done it with a 3-4 before, but briefly, like a couple years, and I just got tired of it. So I don't know. I'll figure that out when I start up the new Dynasty, whenever that day comes. Uh-oh. 6 points again. 6 points again. Ford. There he goes. Wow. Now all of a sudden we're blowing them out. That's all it took, was just a couple big plays. I had time to run, and I had room to run, and I just kind of kept outrunning people because they don't have any speed right there. Ford may end up getting our thumbnail today. Much deserved. Do something like that. Oh my gosh. So he's had some really good plays today. Oh, actually, I'm going to go back. I'm going to get one that's a little bit tighter than that. Let's do something like this. Get one where he's really zoomed in. Something like this, possibly. Let's go ahead and get that one while we're here. All right. I may be able to put in the second string here before too long. And I always forget. I'm going to write it down. Caesar as my number 2 guy. I still have him, I think, as my number 3 for the depth chart. So I got to fix that. We're going to do that as soon as this game is over with. You're going to see it live. That's so I don't forget it later. Uh-oh. Make a tackle somebody. There you go. So what I mean is this right here. I got Caesar still number 3. Now, I'm actually going to keep him there because he's done. I don't need him to get hurt or anything because he's too important over offense. We're going to let Peoples finish out the rest of the game once I get the second string out there. But when things go bad, I think I would just rather have Peoples handle it. I think he can run or throw the ball as well as Peoples can. Fullback dive. Get a tackle. I'm going to get about 4 or 5. Should be the last play of the quarter. I'm going to let my first string out there one more time. And then we can let them rest. So that was a really good third quarter. We scored 20. We got, what, 3 touchdowns on that quarter? Much needed. I'm going to do something like this. Another cover 1. I had to clean that one up. They've been going to their fullback a little bit. I kind of don't blame them. They got some speed there. Let's blitz our nickel. I'm going to do another under front. I'm also looking forward to doing block more zones and whatnot because in this Dynasty, I've been running pretty much nothing but man. Except like zone on 3rd and longs, but I'm ready to change all that stuff up. Do a lot of wide variety things. I'm going to do the same on offense too. We'll cover all that whenever I start to take over another team. But I don't want to do that until I win a national title here. I think this is the year to do it. If we can't win this year, I don't know when we can.
He lobs it left.
Oh, man. Ooh, good stop, Al.
Down. 10-yard pickup on the
I had to dive for that one. 3rd and 4. Oh, man. We're going to try Cloud. They still may run the ball just because it's 3rd and 4.
This is the 5th play.
It said they... I'm calling a timeout. It said they went 3 wide. Quit doing that nonsense. Look, it says they're going 3 wide right there. And they went straight to goal line.
This is the 5th play of this drive.
Thank you. Oh, well, now they're going 2 wide. So whatever. It doesn't matter at this point, I guess. Fullback dive again.
They'll try to power it with a fullback. Cox brings him down. He got a really nice
Thankfully, we got a big blowout lead, so it ain't too upsetting. Let's go back to cover 2 out of nickel. I'll do another under front. Direct again. There we go. Thankfully, that halfback hasn't got to do a ton today. His offensive line is not good at all. Like, he has to do pretty much all the work himself.
So it's 2nd and 10. And this is the 7th play of the current drive.
I'm going to spread out like this.
The Wildcats come out in a shotgun.
QB draw. Not a bad play, but their quarterback really ain't designed for it. 3rd and long.
About 3 on the draw.
We'll try Cloud again. It's been like a 40, 50%, or let's see. No, they're 3 for 10 on 3rd down. So I was wrong on that.
Out in a nickel.
Got the deep, sack. Play action.
And nowhere to go.
Davidson came through. He's our backup right end. Him and the other guy kind of split carries over there. But the play action's what helped him out on that one. They're going to go for it again. I'll just call it the same play. So I'm going to put in our 2nd string after this play. Once our 1st string is done, the game's about over with. They're still moving the ball on us and they're running clock. And
He's going right. Complete.
now I can go ahead and take them out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in-game strategy. We're going to go mass subs. We're going to put all of our 2nd string in there.
Chance on that one.
Okay, so now we're here. We got Peoples in the game. Now we can call a play I haven't called in forever. I probably need to run the ball, run some clock. Let's bring Crawford over.
Caesar.
Cover 1. Watch out. Ooh, Caesar's still out. Oh, that's my bad. This is Caesar's formation. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Okay, let's... My bad. I was not paying attention. Let's do just a basic off tackle.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball
Completely forgot that was Caesar's formation.
People lines up in the
I'm going to motion this guy over. Get a block on the right side for me. There you go. We may get a good gain here.
juke move. The 5th
Crawford may get a touchdown. I don't think 5's going to catch him.
down the sideline.
Oh, got him. Oh, my gosh. I was going to let him try to score.
Young man. Brad, you're exactly right.
Great play by Crawford. I'm going to keep him out there. I'm going to do a dive.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you
I like that they're going dime. I like to think we can band they're pinching in. So this will be interesting. I'm going to let that clock roll.
by red zone trip.
So Peoples is in there now.
I don't expect this one to be any different.
So if I win a national title, I'm going to move on. I hate to not be able to use this guy right here, Temple. He's the future tight end. I'm sure he can do some really cool things.
And it pays off.
Good little run up the middle.
Good looking run as the halfback found the end.
Little double team there, or at least it looked like it was. But nope, I was wrong. Everybody just got a good push. Our right side did at least. And was able to squeeze in for a touchdown. So that was the Crawford drive. Extra point time, then we'll get on defense and just try to get through this as quickly as possible since it is definitely over.
So here's the Pontiac drive summary to recap.
Like I said, this is probably the worst team in the conference. I don't know, the 2 teams they beat, I don't know, Kansas maybe, or Baylor. They could have beaten Texas Tech because they've lost a bunch of games. Who knows? But in terms of just overall roster, they're the worst, I would think. Either them or Baylor.
In the end zone. The offense saw their last drive end on 4th down. We see a similar
We'll just run our normal stuff. I think we got the talent to do that.
20-yard line.
We're good. I mean, look at our backups in our secondary. Have we been recruiting well or not? I'd tell you. Direct again. Face mask. Ooh, they didn't call it. Thank you.
Back runs for 4 yards.
We can't go dime. I don't think we got... Can we go dime? Let's try it.
It's
We can go, kind of, sort of. I mean, but look all that. Again, we've just been stacking players, even with our couple of rules we've been using. Our training has gone really well. Intercept that. 3rd and 6. Would love to get a stop here, get the ball on offense, and we could just run clock the rest of the way. Unless we get another breakaway run or something. We'll do an under front this time. Good throw. Over the middle. He had time to throw. Any average quarterback can make you look silly if he's got time to throw. I'm going to blitz the linebacker again. I'm going to flip this. I'm going to control Sims this time. At least the clock's moving. Halfback dive. Now they got their second string in there. I think they finally conceded. Can we go 5-2 with our second string? We cannot. Look at all those bad linemen right there. We got a bunch of offensive linemen out there, so that's the problem. So I may have to do like a 3-3-5 or a 3-4, just so we don't have so many bad linemen out there. 3rd and inches. Oh, man. Yeah, we still got 3 offensive linemen out there. Well, I know at defensive end, I think we're maybe a little short on bodies. It doesn't matter. We're up huge. We're just going to just get through this, and he still squeezed through there. Got a humongous gain. See, now I got a halfback out there. I got to call a timeout. I'm going to get somebody hurt if I ain't careful. Look at this. Linebackers, defensive line, all of it's terrible. Just had to call a timeout just to get some fresh dudes out there. Get them rested. Another tackle by myself, but that's coming back, possibly. Maybe it's holding. We'll take it. 1st and 18. So we're doing okay. Okay, we're going to stick with nickel the rest of the way. A couple more plays and we'll be done. Good catch. Diving catch, 2nd and 10. I don't know who we got coming up. We'll check that here shortly. It's nothing but division games the rest of the way. I know we got Colorado, Kansas, and Missouri. So it's one of those 3. Easy run there, and that is game. 42-7. First half was ugly. 3rd quarter, we done our part. And I felt like we controlled the middle part of the game a whole lot better than they did within the last 2 games. But it's obvious Kansas State, they don't have much to work with. Their running back is decent. Their top receiver didn't do much of anything. You look at our stats, 354 to their 276, over 160 yards rushing, 193 yards passing. Our passing game was awful today. Man, it was rough. 11 of 19. For my standards, it was bad. But 3rd down was good, 75%. We did have the 1 turnover, the interception, which was a weird-looking play. Go to, and I'm messing this up. There we go. So Dean, 10 of 16, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Running the ball, Crawford led in attempts and in yards, over 100 yards. Who would have thought that? Now, a lot of that came off that 1 drive about 10 minutes ago. And you look at the touchdowns, Caesar, Doty, and Crawford, the big 3 runners, got a touchdown apiece. Pretty cool. Receiving, Miller and Doty led in receptions, but Miller definitely led in yards pretty much off of 2 plays, almost. 2 touchdowns. Those were the 2 that we talked about. Defensively, Burton almost had 10 tackles. Pretty cool. He had 9. Tackles for loss, 5 for Burton. He was all over the field. I should have got a thumbnail for him. I think I got one, so I think that's the one we'll go with. And the sacks, Morrow had a couple. Davidson had 1. And then Burton had 1 again. I think he was our MVP of the day. I mean, he was our defense today. Good for him. And then we didn't have any interceptions. All right, let's get out of here. There's no point looking at the box score. It's pretty obvious what that looked like. We just didn't score a whole lot in the first half. Everything happened in the 3rd. So let's go through here. Let's sim the week. I think our next game is a home game. And we got one visitor left, the other corner, the in-state kid. And then we got Kansas coming up at home. All right, so let's go to top 25 for the week. We beat Kansas State. So Maryland, Arizona State got upset. UTEP won. Then we have Texas A&M still undefeated. Penn State, look at them, 8-1. South Carolina won. Oregon got beat, or Washington State beat Oregon, I should say. And then San Diego State, Ohio State, Michigan State, North Carolina won. Then we have Purdue, Alabama beat my Vols again. So we've talked about this. The next team I'm taking over is going to be my Vols. I mean, they've just fallen to an all-time low. Somebody's got to bring it back to former glory. Might as well be me one day. USC won. Colorado, they're having a banger year. That's the game of the season right there. We can somehow beat them. Next up, we got Wisconsin, Virginia Tech, LSU won over Auburn, and then Cal won. Recruiting, not much to see here with recruiting. It is Stewart. He is visiting in this game against Kansas. He wants to play for a big-time coach, so we're going to go with Coach Prestige. So pretty simple there. Let's go to Sports Illustrated. Bowl rankings. Oh, Texas A&M, Ohio State, Purdue, LSU, Iowa State. So we got 2 huge games coming up. Colorado, try to beat them, and then we could play Texas A&M in the conference title game. That would be something. There's Penn State, Washington State, USC, Alabama, and South Carolina round out the top 10. Let's go to Heisman Watch. We have Texas A&M quarterback, wide receiver for Bowling Green, Cal quarterback, UTEP quarterback, and a Penn State halfback. I kind of wish, do we have anybody who would ever get close on this list this year? I don't think so. Everybody's just kind of spreading the wealth in terms of just yards and such. We get a first chance at look at awards. Really cool. Maxwell Award. Are we up for any of these? Not for the Maxwell. What about the Big Nerick Award? Nope. What about the quarterback award? I'm going to say no on that one. The Walker, Doty? There is Doty. He is 10th. I don't expect him to win it. He's got a good amount of total yardage, but you got some guys up here that are putting up crazy stats. But anyway, it's cool that he's on the list. Receiver, Miller. There he is. He's 10th. So we're getting recognized a little bit. I wish Neal was on this list, but I don't try to force the ball on tight end or anybody if possible, and it just hasn't worked out for him this season, unfortunately. Again, I don't want to try to, force throws. That leads to interceptions and such. Offensive line, Chris Ford, our right tackle. The reason we've been running so much, or a lot more, and he's been getting extra pancakes because of it. So that's really cool that we got a tackle or an offensive lineman on that list. What about the Remington center? Wow, we got 2 guys. Tom Owens, good for him. Junior, he's like 98 overall or whatever he is. The Lombardi Award. And look at the guy who's at the top. Purdue defensive end out for 3 games. I'm guessing he's not going to win that award if he's going to miss 3 games. Do we have anybody here? Nope. What about linebacker? Nope. What about Thorpe? I don't know if we have anybody who's got a ton of interceptions. What about the Groza? Punter, we don't punt enough. I'd like to think returner. I don't think so. Coach, I'd like to think we'd be on this list. Yeah, we're at the very bottom. So we're up for a handful of awards. Let's go to Players of the Week. Nationally, quarterback for Kentucky put up some big numbers. That's like old school air raid, Hal Mummy type stuff. That's pretty neat. Outside linebacker for Ohio had a good game. What about the Big 12? Quarterback for A&M and a corner for Texas are your Players of the Week. Let's go to conference standings. So this is really starting to heat up. You go over to our division, it's us and Colorado. We have to beat Colorado. Surely we can. Hopefully we can. They're having a good season. But let's go check out our team screen. No injuries. Dean Doty Miller has been pretty consistent. Don, Morrow, and Smith have also been pretty consistent. Now we're going to take on Kansas. So they got a guard out and a defensive tackle out. Their last game, they almost beat Colorado. But look at this. Kansas is ranked. Really neat. So, wow. So Dunn, their quarterback's doing okay. He's actually doing better than our quarterback. Their running game looks pretty solid. They got one guy averaging over 100 yards a game, and they got a receiver averaging over 100 yards a game. And they got one guy leading in tackles and in sacks. That's who we got coming up. So if you go look at our schedule, I think this is really cool. Did I look at that correctly? No, Kansas is no longer ranked. They were ranked in the last week when they played Colorado and got beat. Either way, they're having an okay season. They're 4-3, same amount of talent as we do. We've had no real issues against them in this dynasty. Let's see if we can keep that up. They run like pretty much like an air raid attack in a 4-3 defense. And you look at their stats, they are just good across the board. They're just losing some close games, I guess. Either way, something's got to give. Home game. Let's try to get the win if we possible and keep this gravy train rolling. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.